Really pleased. I think we played a good team tonight, an athletic team, a physical team, a team that beat us in most of the hustle plays and the effort categories, which I don't like. But they came in here and really worked and put us through it pretty good. I think we did a lot of good things at both ends. Defensively, we had a lot of good long possessions. We just having trouble finishing it, and this is something we know. The team knows who we are. We're going to have to get better on the defensive glass. Everybody knows it. We know it. We work on it every day. But we have to get a little tougher at the end of the possession as far as not fouling as well and getting beat off the dribble. Just being solid, playing the whole possession, and then it's going to take a team effort to rebound. Offensively, the numbers were good. Our efficiency wasn't too bad. If we just not turning it over, we have to flip-flop the assist-turnover ratio that we've had in these games, and we'll do that. Other than Jake and RJ, most of those guys are still finding their way. They all have talent. They all can make plays. We trust them all. It's just that we got to get in the flow. We got to get more experienced and get more game time. So we give them a good day off tomorrow, and we'll get right back to work and get better on Thursday.
Questions, Greg? The defensive intensity and the kind of the mojo that they had in the second, it seemed to pick up through the second half, and they seemed to kind of accept the idea that was kind of their identity as far as how they were going to win. Can you talk about that? It seemed to build in the second half.
I hope so. I mean, we have to do that. I mean, we're a bunch of new guys just fighting like crazy, and I want them to compete and make it really tough on the other team. We have breakdowns. We have a lot of breakdowns. I thought we had less breakdowns tonight than we did at the UCLA game, and we'll continue to need to do that. But if we have a defensive identity, because we give them a lot of freedom on offense, maybe too much. I probably give them too much to start out the year and maybe define roles a little more. But if they're going to compete on the defensive end and be unselfish, we're just going to let them play a little bit more. So I want a defensive identity to this team, and that's going to have to get, and the defensive glass is going to have to get a lot better for us to do that.
Coach, you told me yesterday it'd be nice to just knock down some shots, get that offense going. Did you feel as a whole, though, even though you knocked down the shots tonight, the offense was moving the way you wanted to see it better tonight?
Most of the time, I thought our pace to start the game wasn't very good. I thought DeJuan and Manny stood too much, and that, again, they're new to us, and they're new to what we're doing. Both of those guys had 2 great days of practice. Manny was terrific the last 2 days in practice. He's going to get there. He's pressing. DeJuan's pressing. Those guys are trying to do things. They're trying to find their role. Then they got the head coach over there screaming at them when they make a mistake. So that's hard. But we're going to get tougher, and I'm going to let them play on the offensive end, and they're going to be unselfish, and they're going to help each other there. As long as they can lock in on that other end, I think we'll keep continuing to get better.
Greg, talk about Justin having 2 pretty strong outings right out the gate. How important is that to him to have success and kind of have some success to build on?
Well, he's a good player, and we're counting on him. Justin can do a lot of things. He's very talented. We all know that. I think we all know his liabilities, and he knows his liabilities, and he's going to fight through that. He's going to try to fight maybe the reputation of him not being the most competitive guy and the hardest working guy out there. He's doing a lot of good things and fighting through a hamstring that's bothered him since this summer. So Justin's been really good, and he's doing it in practice. And he's going to be one of those guys too. It's not just him, but we all have to do a better job of being a little bit more physical on the defensive glass. We kind of just turn and go to the rim. We have to expand our rebounding area. Go out and hit your guy. Go out and make contact so we can run those down, because they ran down a lot of them tonight.
Coach showed some athleticism on defense and 7 blocks from you guys. I mean, not the biggest team in the world, but flying around. I mean, not with the blocks tonight.
Lucas Idle. I mean, we're going to feed the drivers right to him and let him block shots. We have guys that can be athletic. Now, we don't want them leaving their feet all the time. But if the guy goes up and leaves his feet to shoot, you're supposed to leave your feet, and that's a sign of good help. If Christian's good at that, Justin's good at that. So if you can come and help, it's either taking a charge or blocking a shot without fouling.
In terms of Justin, just in reference to what you said, I mean, I'm sure he didn't just show up at UCLA and have a good game. Like, is there a time when you sense maybe at some point that Justin had improved his game?
I think he's just got to believe in himself, and I think he's starting to believe in himself more. I think guys that play it, in smaller towns, it's not that this is a smaller town, but against maybe the competition at times that you do, this level's a whole different deal. And guys are tough. They're physical. They try to beat you up. They come after you. It's a whole different pace. And he's getting used to that. And having success gets you more confident. He knows I told him against UCLA, hey, you're the best big on the floor right now. You know, go at those guys because we have to have him be aggressive for us to be good. And he's going to have to keep doing it and picking it up on the defensive end, but he's going to get his opportunities on offense.
Greg, are you seeing a rotation developing? Is it too early to kind of determine that? Where do you feel?
I don't know. I trust the staff on that stuff. You know, Lou is always really good at running guys in and out of there. I get thinking about what I'm doing and talking to the guys on the floor and maybe missing somebody if they need a blow. We're deep enough where we can run guys out in and out of there a little bit. We probably need to grab a couple guys a little quicker, but I thought our minutes were split up pretty good tonight. We need to continue to do that. But as far as a rotation, I'm not sure yet. You know, there's a lot of basketball yet to be played and a lot of practices here coming up here in between these games.
Guys, anything else?